Hey guys, Mr. Marone here, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at rotations in the coordinate plane. So we've touched on reflections, or a flip. We've touched on translations, which is a slide. And here we're going to take a look at rotations. So a rotation is a turn around a fixed point. So you've got your flips, you've got your slides, and now you've got your turns. Okay, and the figure is going to rotate at a specific angle and a specific direction. Okay, and we use counterclockwise and clockwise to tell the rotation. Counterclockwise goes from right to left, and clockwise goes from left to right. The rules that you're going to see written down here are all for counterclockwise around the origin, the point 0, 0. So in each one of these, we're going to have our standard XY coordinate, and you're going to use each one of these, your pre-image points, and you're going to follow each rule just like this. Okay, so we've got XY in each one of these, and it's going to become something new for each one. If it's going to be a 90-degree rotation around the origin, you're going to flip the order of the points, so it becomes Y, X, and the Y is going to switch its sign from positive to negative or negative to positive. So XY becomes negative YX. If it's a 180-degree rotation around the origin, we're just going to make the opposite sign for each point. So it's going to become negative X, negative Y. And finally, if it's 270 degrees, 3/4 of the way around in a circle, we're going to once again flip Y and X. So it's going to be Y comma X, only this time the X coordinate is going to become negative. And if it were a 360-degree rotation, it would be the same exact point. So you're going to see 90, 180, and 270 most frequently as we go about this. Okay, and once again, just like before, your original is your image, your pre-image. So over here we have our pre-image, and our newly formed rotation is going to be our image. And once again, we use that one tick mark to indicate a new point that was created. The same letter, but a new tick mark. So let's take a look at one example here. So I've drawn in triangles ABC, the triangle ABC with those vertices already drawn in. And they told us to go 90 degrees counterclockwise. Well, if we look back at our chart here, 90 degrees counterclockwise says that we go from XY to negative Y comma X. So I'm going to start out with each of these points by just flipping Y and X. So I've got 7 comma 2, I've got 5 comma 6, and I've got 4 comma 1. And now I'm going to take all of my Y coordinates and make them negative. Okay, if they were already negative, you would then make them positive. Okay, and I'm now going to plot these points. So I've got negative 7, positive 2. That's going to be A prime. I've got negative 5, positive 6 up here. So that is our B prime. And for C prime, we're going to go right here at negative 4, 1, C prime. And just to make it easier on us here, I'm going to use the line tool to connect these. Or I'm going to attempt to. And this is going to allow us to see our newly formed triangle here. So I've got A prime, B prime, and now I've got C prime all drawn in, and I'm just going to connect those together. And so now you're going to see a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise around our origin. Okay. The biggest thing I would recommend is write down your points first and then plot. Don't try to do it by hand just by looking at the graph, because then you'll see it gets a little confusing, it gets a little chopped up. So be sure to be really careful when it comes to plotting your points correctly and doing the work ahead of time. Looking at our picture here, I may have actually plotted one point a little off. No, it looks like we're okay. So just remember as you work through it to double check your points and give a try at those problems below this one, and we will talk about these tomorrow in class. Have a nice night.